Good evening, Pensacola State College basketball fans. Thank you for joining us for this Thursday evening, January 6th broadcast here on the Pensacola State College Sports Network. This is the Amy Harvey State Farm Insurance pregame show, and we're broadcasting on the PSC Sports Network, bringing you the first game of Panhandle Conference play for the Pensacola State College Pirates. This game pits Pensacola State against Gulf Coast State College, the Commodores. We're in the Hartsell Arena, named in honor of former President Ed Hartsell, located as part of the Lou Ross Center on the Pensacola State College campus. I'm Steve Jackson. I'll be joined by Donnie Luker as my color commentator and statistician for our game tonight here at Pensacola State. We at Local Y Productions would like to thank the administration and athletic and media staff here at PSC for allowing us to do this broadcast. Pensacola State College comes into this game with a 9-7 record, having lost their last game to Polk State College by a score of 62-59 in Bradenton, Florida. The Pirates have this year averaged 66.2 points per game and have a field goal percentage of 42.4. They also have a 65.9 free throw percentage and have averaged 34.6 rebounds per game and 13.3 assists. Leading scorers for the Pirates are Zondrick Garrett at 15.9 points per game, Truth Harris at 11.3, and Jarvell Gainey at 9.5. Naeem Miller adds 9 points per game as well. Leading rebounders are Naeem Miller at 5.1, Zondrick Garrett at 5.0, and Jarvell Gainey at 4.3 rebounds per game. For Gulf Coast State College, the Commodores, they entered this game with an 11-5 record, having recently lost to Georgia Highlands 72-64. And this past Tuesday night, the Commodores hosted Northwest Florida State College and lost by a score of 79-67, which was their first Panhandle Conference play of the year. Gulf Coast State College has averaged 75.4 points per game, have a field goal percentage of 46.7 and a three-point percentage of 35.6. They shoot 61.7% from the free throw line and average 27.2 rebounds per game and 11.6 assists per game. The Commodores are led in scoring this year by Taurus Watson at 18.2 points per game, Chase Forte at 15.5, and Jamie Pierre Luis at 14.5. Leading rebounders include DeMontre Hall at 6.2 rebounds per game, Chase Forte at 4.7, and Simeon German at 4.4. Donnie, if you'll take a look at the stats and give us what the records are, give us the overall records of these teams and also how they stand in conference play right now.
Well, for Pensacola State, they're 9-7 in overall. Chipola is 1-0 in the conference. They're 15-2 overall. Gulf Coast State 11-5 overall. Northwest Florida State 16-1, and Tallahassee is 15-4.
And also Pensacola is the only team that has not played a Panhandle Conference game as of yet. And as we said earlier, Northwest Florida State defeated Gulf Coast State on Tuesday night. So that would put Chipola and Northwest Florida State both at 1-0, and Gulf Coast State and Tallahassee at 0-1. Pensacola being their first game of the night. Definitely would like to take a victory, as did the ladies in that previous game. And, man, we can't say how outstanding a comeback Pensacola State made in that game. Back and forth it went for the Lady Pirates, and what a victory that they were able to pull with Coach Penny Belford not here tonight. But I know she was certainly and hopefully listening to our broadcast, and she was able to know exactly what they were doing tonight in their ball game. And we're going to have our starting lineups now. Gulf Coast State College will be the first team that we'll introduce Number 11, Trayshawn Wilson, freshman, 6'5" guard out of Douglasville, Georgia. Number 12, Taurus Watson, a freshman, 6'1" guard out of West Columbia, South Carolina. Number 13, Kyle Murphy, a freshman, 6'5" guard out of Boston, Massachusetts. Number 15, Chase Forte, freshman, 6'3" guard. He's out of Raleigh, North Carolina, and rounding out the starting five, number 24, Simeon German, freshman, 6'10" freshman out of Lagos, Nigeria. So your starting five is Wilson, Watson, Murphy, Forte, and German. That's the starting five for Gulf Coast State College, the Commodores. And now for Pensacola State College, the Pirates. Number 2, Zondrick Garrett, a freshman, 6'7" forward out of Oxford, Alabama. Number 3, Truth Harris, freshman, 6'1" guard out of the Bronx, New York. Number 4, DeAnthony Pennington, freshman, 6'2" guard out of Kansas City, Missouri. Number 10, Trey Valeriano, freshman, 5'11" guard out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And number 24, Paul Smith, freshman, 6'8" forward out of Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Glad to see Paul Smith back. This will be the first opportunity we've seen him, Donnie, since back in the beginning of the season.
Glad to see him back there to give a little hype to the Pirates.
And so the starting lineup there for the Pirates will be Garrett, Harris, Pennington, Valeriano, and Smith. And it's like for Gulf Coast State, it'll be Simeon German tipping. And Zondrick Garrett typically tips for Pensacola State. We were able to see Gulf Coast State play in a tournament that we had earlier in the year here. Gulf Coast State and Pensacola did not play each other, but they played some of the teams out of Texas, and certainly they got to watch each other play. Here we have the tip, and it's going to be controlled by Pensacola State. That'll be Truth Harris handling the ball. We play 2 20-minute halves here in men's basketball. With the ball, that's Pennington. He'll take a little jumper, and he hits from the right-hand side to take the early lead for Pensacola State. Now handling the ball, that'll be Chase Forte. They'll be out on the point for Gulf Coast State. Works it over to the right wing. They look inside, now pass across, and it'll be Forte with the three-pointer off the mark. Rebound will go to Pennington, and he gives the ball up to Harris, who brings the ball up the floor. Working across over to Valeriano, who got the start tonight. Good three-point shooter. They're working inside to Zondrick Garrett. Now back out to Valeriano. Crossover to Paul Smith. Good to see that extra size by Smith in there tonight. Garrett now with the ball. Not tapped away. We're down to 5 on the shot clock. They're going to have to shoot it. And Harris nails the three right at the shot clock and takes a 5-0 lead as we're just underway in this ball game. Forte with the ball, works it across now into, that's Murphy. Murphy with a three-pointer. He shoots from outside, missed. German with the rebound as it kind of gives an awkward bounce. He's pushing his way inside, now underneath, and losing the ball out of bounds, but last touched by the Pirates. So Gulf Coast State will inbound. They give it to German. Now back to Chase Forte. Forte drives in, puts it up on the basket and on the backboard and makes it for the first two for the Commodores. Harris with the ball, brings it back around to the top of the key. Now to Valeriano. Valeriano picked up by German. He's double teamed. Now Smith with the ball. Gives it over to Harris. Now cross over to Pennington for the three, and he nails it. And First 2 threes dropped by Pensacola, and they have an 8-2 lead over Gulf Coast State. Forte with the ball, looking to work it into the corner. Now inside to German. German up underneath. And nice block underneath by Smith. And the ball will be maintained by the Commodores. And Donnie, just already that force inside to help Zondrick Garrett out with a little size is going to be huge for them.
Good defense.
Commodores with the ball, given up to Chase Forte. Forte looks to drive. Pennington guarding him. Now they work it across over to the left wing and missed by Wilson. Ball passed up the floor. Give the ball to Smith. Smith with a little jumper, and he hits the three. So the big guy nails it from the top of the key, and we're going to have a full timeout called quickly by the Commodores. An 11-2 lead for the Pirates with 17:08 left in our first half. We're going to take our first break here of the night. This is the Pensacola State College Sports Network. I'm Steve Jackson with Donnie Luker. We'll be right back. All right, we're back at the Hartselle Arena. Pensacola State gone out to a 11-2 lead here early in the ball game. 17:08 left in this first half. Timeout was called by Gulf Coast State, trying to get themselves back in sync. As they trail by 9. Forte with the ball. He works it over to Watson. Now back to Forte. Forte takes it in, flips it up, and what a flip shot that was, and second basket of the night for the Commodores. Harris bringing the ball up the floor. A lot of pressure by the Commodores. Work it over to Garrett. Garrett backs his way in. Now cross over to Pennington. Pennington drives, and that ball is going to be thrown back court. Tried to work the ball over to Smith, as Smith was going to drive down the middle. Commodores will have the ball with the turnover, trailing by 7. Entering the game, we now have Jamie Pierre-Louis. He's one of the top 3 scorers for the Commodores. We also have Alex Matthews in. Here's Luis, and he hits a 3, and it's going to be unanswered points there, a total of 5, and that's going to get a timeout called by Pensacola State. And Donnie, we've got a lot of action here to start this ball game off.
Yeah, a lot of three-pointers so far.
Well, 3 by Pensacola. That was 1 by Gulf Coast State, and expect a high-scoring game here as it's kicked out to be anyway. And a lot of substitutions here, too. We got another one coming in that's going to be Israel Torres for Gulf Coast State, spelling Simeon German. Kind of what I saw during the games during the tournament, as Gulf Coast State plays a lot of players. We also have Naeem Miller is in for the Pirates. And we're going to have a foul called. Call a push under on the sideline there. That one's going to go on Matthews. That's going to be his first personal foul, first team foul. Actually, the first foul of the night by either team. Naeem Miller having a little trouble getting it in. He gets it into Valeriano. Now they give it to Harris. Back across over to Valeriano, and they break the half-court line, timeline now. So working in the corner to Pennington. Off the hands of Smith, and it's going to be picked up by Forte. And they're going to call a foul. It's like that's going to go on, so I think that was on Valeriano. Number 10, yes, that's on Valeriano. That'll be his first personal foul of the night. Forte will go to the line to shoot 2. And he hits the first one. And we're going to have substitutions in now. We'll have Justin Moore as well as Jarvell Gainey and Nigel Sturkey. So we're going to have 3 players checking in for the Pirates. Truth Harris, the only starter still in the ball game for the Pirates. And quickly the lead has gone from 9 to 2 for the Pirates. Still a lot of pressure by Gulf Coast. Forte guarding Harris. Works it over to Miller. Now back across over to Harris. A lot of pressure by Commodores. Shot from the corner is just off the mark by Gainey. Rebound picked up by Gulf Coast. Taking it all the way in is going to be Forte. And Forte's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Forte came into this game averaging 15.5 points per game. And he hits the free throw. That foul was on Sturkey. Shots off the mark. And they're going to call a loose ball foul on Torres for reaching over Sturkey. Pensacola will have the ball with 15-19 left in the first half. Get the ball into Gainey. Gainey being double teamed, a lot of pressure. They work it across court to Pennington. Now they got the fast break, and Pennington lays it in for 2. Pierre Luis with the ball at the point. We've also got Pegel in for the Commodores. Forte takes it in, and again with the basket. He's pretty much carrying this Commodore team right now. Pennington with a 3. That's off the mark. Rebound's going to go to Luis. Brings the ball up the floor. Cross court over to Matthews. And shot is nailed by Pagel. Pensacola now finds themselves trailing by 2. That's Gainey handling the ball out front. Gainey with a drive, works it inside to Harris. Harris with a little jumper, and Harris hits it. He's hit his first 2 shots of the night. Got a tie score now. Pagel with the ball. He's going to be fouled by Harris. And back in for Gulf Coast will be German, as well as Josh Reed will be in for his first time, as will Keith Halton. Luis with the ball, takes it to the top of the key. Now Pagel with a drive into German. German lays it up on the glass, and he makes it. First basket for Simeon German, and he gives the lead back to the Commodores. Now handling the ball, that's Gainey. Works it into Miller. Miller with a drive, and nice flip shot by Miller. Give the assist to Gainey on that one. Out front, that's Halton with the ball. Works it back over to Luis. Almost knocked away by Miller. Luis out front. Can't leave him open for the three. They work it into German. German backs his way in. And with the basket, Pirates work the ball in to Gainey. Gainey handling the ball. Now over to Miller. They work it up across the half-court line. Now cross over to Garrett. Garrett with his first opportunity, and he makes the basket. It's going to retie the game up. We have 12:22 left in the first half. Handling the ball, that's Halton. Halton brings the ball back around to the free throw line. Now passes across over to Pagel. Pagel with a drive, a little jumper in the key. Rebound's going to go to Miller. Miller gives the ball off to Gainey. Gainey will work the ball up the floor. Coach Penna trying to get the game slowed down just a little bit. Don't want to get into a running game with Gulf Coast. Works it in to Garrett. Garrett with a little side shot, and that's off the mark. Saved by Pennington into Sturkey, and he makes the basket. Nigel Sturkey in the right place at the right time, but what a save by Pennington. And the lead back over to the Pirates, 21-19. Cross court over to Halton. Halton now in the corner. Shot up, missed. Rebound's going to go to Garrett. Bringing the ball up the floor will be Gainey. Gainey guarded by Halton. Brings it back across the court. Now back out front to Miller. Down to 10 on the shot clock. A little floating shot. Knocked away by Garrett, but picked up by the Commodores. They rid the ball quickly up the floor. And nice pass inside. Pagel on the pass to Reed. That'll be Reed's first basket of the night, and that's going to tie the game back up at 21. Double team, going to need a little help to get back across. Pennington trying to save. Knocks it away to Miller. Now it's a 3-0-1, but nice defense by German. And looks like we're going to have a timeout called. And we're going to take a break right here. Our score, 21-21 with 10:16 left in the first half. This is the Pensacola State College Sports Network. I'm Steve Jackson with Donnie Luker. I'll be right back. All right, we're back at the Hartsell Arena. First game of Panhandle Conference here at Pensacola State College. And nice little crowd here we have tonight on this Thursday night. Pensacola with the ball. Scores all tied. We got Justin Moore back in the game. He saved that one. It's almost knocked away. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Work it over to Gainey. Now inside to Zondrick Garrett. He's being guarded by Matthews. Ball's knocked away, and they're going to call a foul. It's going to go on number 12. That'll be Taurus Watson that picks up the foul. Watson out of West Columbia, South Carolina. Pensacola will have the ball. They reset the time clock at 20 seconds. We've just gone under 10 minutes in this first half. They work it into Garrett. Cross over to Moore. Now cross to Truth Harris. Harris with the ball at the top of the key. He looks to drive, now spins back out. Garrett with the three-pointer. It's off the mark. Rebound's going to go to Matthews. Gulf Coast brings the ball back up the floor. Spin move, but called a traveling on him before he took that step and put the ball on the floor. Pensacola will pick the ball up on the turnover by the Commodores. Got Murphy back in the game, as well as Chase Forte. Handling the ball, that's Justin Moore. He gives it up to Valeriano. Now to Truth Harris. Harris with the ball, cross over to Valeriano. Gave it a look on the three. He's double teamed now. Now they pass it into Gainey with a little floating shot. Couldn't quite get the bounce, but the rebound comes out to him. Now in the corner to Harris. Harris is going to take the three. And almost with the roll, but rebound's going to go to the Commodores as they work the ball up the floor, and Forte is going to be called with a traveling. And the turnover will go to Pensacola. Pirates with the ball. We're all tied up at 21. Gainey brings the ball across half court. He's working on Matthews. Now pass out to Valeriano. Gives the three a look, but holds off. Now they work it into Garrett. Garrett's working on German. Nice little floater, but can't get it to fall. So the Commodores will get the rebound. Murphy with the ball. He passes it back to Forte. Now in the corner to Matthews. Matthews with the shot. Missed. Follows his own shot. Nobody blocked him out. And an easy basket for Matthews. And have a timeout called by the Pirates. We're going to stay here and we're going to tell you about our sponsors for this year. Amy Harvey, State Farm Insurance, located over on Highway 29, just north of Interstate 10. Call Amy for any auto and home insurance that you may be interested in. Lowry Roofing, they're located over in the Pace Milton area. Upward Bound Property Maintenance, give David a call. They can do a lot of landscaping work as well in your yard. Thomas Homes Corporation, they can build custom homes on your property in the three-county area. And, of course, we'd like to thank our sponsorship given in honor of donations given to your favorite charity here as we start the new year. And we're about ready to get back underway. Pensacola has the ball, trailing by 2. And double team back in cross court. Wide open underneath the basket was Paul Smith. I was hoping they would get to see him under there. The assist is going to go to Justin Moore. Smith with the basket to tie things back up at 23. We're down to 7:45 left in our first half. Handling the ball, that's Forte. Bringing it back around to the top of the key. Looks to pass to the corner to Matthews. Matthews for the three, and he hits it. That's going to give a three-point lead back to the Pirates, or excuse me, to the Commodores. 26-23 is our score. Truth Harris handling the ball out front. We're down to 12 on the shot clock. Miller gives the three a look. Now it's Moore, but Moore loses the ball, and it's going to be picked up by the Commodores. Fast break by the Commodores, held up, and Torres will float it in for two, and now we got a 5-point lead for Gulf Coast. Harris brings the ball back across half court. Miller handling the ball for the Pirates. Valeriano with a long-range three is in there. And the lead now 2 by the Commodores. Chase Forte handling the ball, works it across court on the three. Rebound's going to go to Justin Moore. Pensacola has the ball, trailing by 2. Bringing the ball up the floor, that's Truth Harris. Harris being guarded by Forte. Gives the ball up to Smith. Now Miller with the ball. He's going to take a little jump shot. That's off the mark. Tipped by Smith, trying to keep it alive, but the rebound's going to go to Gulf Coast. Forte with the shot. That's way off the mark. Rebound underneath. And now passing it out to Matthews. Cross court over, now inside. And behind, and that's Torres trying to put it up, but losing the ball out of bounds. That was Miller who was trying to save. And we're going to have a timeout called, and we're going to take a break right here with 5:25 left till halftime. And our score, Gulf Coast State College 28, Pensacola State 26. It's the Pensacola State College Sports Network. We'll
Are you ready for the sports season? The licensed clinical experts at Select Physical Therapy are. Don't let aches, pains, or an injury keep you from watching your favorite team compete or participating in your favorite activities. Trust our physical therapist to help you feel better, faster, and to get you back to the things you love. With many convenient locations throughout the community, Select is here to help you heal. To schedule an appointment today, go to selectphysicaltherapy.com. Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
At Central Credit Union, I'm not an account number. I'm Rebecca. One of the team members, even at Central Credit Union, actually would pick up the phone and call me and say, hey, just in case you're in the market, this is what's going on right now. Just in an extra effort to take care of me. It wasn't an automated system. They passionately wanted to help you. You can't fake that. And so I know that I can call them with whatever is going on in that time in my life, and they're gonna give me the most honest advice that they can.
All right, we're back at the Hartselle Arena. 5:25 left till halftime. Gulf Coast State inbounding. Works it across over to Pagel. Handling the ball out front is Luis. They're down to 5 on the shot clock. They're not going to get the shot off. I don't even think they realized that the clock didn't reset on that. So Pensacola will have the ball. They only got a 20 reset instead of back to 30. Now we got quite a double team here. Pensacola needs to work it up the floor, but they throw it away. They're going to call a blocking on Miller. It looked like he was outside that circle, but still nonetheless, they called the blocking on him. We're down to 5:01. It's going to be the 4th team foul on Pensacola. And Trayshawn Wilson will go to the line to shoot. And he makes the first one. Wilson makes the second. Lead is back up to 4. A lot of pressure, double and triple teaming. They're going to have to come down and help. Paul Smith needs to come down. He's by himself down there. Truth Harris takes it all the way in and makes the basket. Spin move. They called another foul inside, that time on Valeriano, but I think it looked like Pagel was a little out of control going in there, but nonetheless, he goes to the line to shoot 2. And that's off the mark. We're going to have Gainey's going to be returning to the lineup for Valeriano, who picked up his second personal foul. Pagel with the shot. That's off the mark. Pirates with the rebound and a chance to tie this game back up. It's Miller handling the ball. He's into the corner to Harris. Harris for the 3, but misses. German with a rebound. Forte works it into the corner to Luis and can't leave him open. It's a 5-point lead now for the Commodores. Harris with the ball, works it over in the corner to Miller. Miller now inside to Paul Smith. Smith spins around, up on the glass and hits it. Nice move and nice touch in there by Paul Smith, and they definitely missed him. And they're going to call a traveling on the Commodores. Ball's going to turn back over to the Pirates. They work it into Gainey. Gainey's going to have to beat the double team. They work it up court to Pennington. Pennington's going to take a little jumper, and he hits it. Pennington with the soft touch from the free throw line. Pirates now only trail by 1. We've got 3:30 left till halftime. Forte with the ball at the top of the key. Trying to set the offense. Luis with the ball once again. Now Forte being guarded by Harris. Almost knocked away by Pennington. And picked up by Gainey. Nice steal. The Pirates will have the ball as we go under 3 minutes left till halftime. Gainey works it around. Now over to Miller. Into the corner to Harris. Looks inside to Paul Smith. They work it into him. Now he's going to be double teamed. They work it quickly around to the corner. Now over to Miller in the corner. And that's in and out, but nice touch by Pennington to tip that ball back in. And the Pirates will retake the lead by 1. And ball knocked away on the quick hands by Harris. Matthews will be in for Wilson. And now we're going to also see Garrett will come back in. Have Garrett back in for Smith. Smith, nice hustle inside. He's done a good job tonight. Working inside to German. German being guarded by Miller. Bobble in the ball in there. Unable to finish is German. He spins around, puts the ball on the floor, but now gets it up and in for the basket. Lead back to 1 for the Commodores. Harris with the ball out front. We're under 2 minutes left till halftime now. Harris takes it in. Pennington saves that loose ball. Now it's Gainey over to Pennington for the 3, And they're going to call a foul on Luis, and that's going to put Pennington at the line to shoot three. And that'll be the fourth team foul on Gulf Coast. Pennington hits the first one. And he makes the second. Allows the Pirates to retake the lead. We'll have Murphy back in the ball game for Luis. And he hits all three. Pirates lead by 2 with 1:43 left till halftime. Got Murphy with the ball, working across inside, and nice little jumper to tie the game back up is Watson. Pirates now have the ball. Harris will bring the ball up the floor. He's being guarded by Watson. Garrett comes out to set the screen. Get the ball up to Pennington. Pennington on the drive. Little shot, and he is right on those nice soft touch shots. And the lead back in the hands of the Pirates by 2. As we're just about to go under a minute left. And up underneath, missing, that was Watson. Rebound to Pennington. And Harris will have the ball bringing up the floor. 50 seconds left in our first half. Pennington's going to go for a long-range three and nails it again. They just keep leaving him open, and he keeps draining them. 5-point lead for the Pirates. They need a good defensive stand here. Cross court over to Forte now. To Murphy for the three. That's off the mark. Rebound's going to go to Garrett. Pensacola will have the opportunity to take the last shot here. Bringing the ball, Harris is bringing it up the floor. Loses the handle, though. And just like that, slam dunk by Gulf Coast. But nonetheless, Pensacola will lead by a score of 42-39 at halftime. And we're going to take a break. We'll come back with the first half statistics. This is the Pensacola State College Sports Network. I'm Steve Jackson with Donnie Luker. We'll be back in just a few moments. All right, we're back at the Hartzell Arena. We have quite a ball game going. Pensacola State leads by 3 by a score of 42-39. And, Donnie, we had some rounded scoring there just then, so tell us a little bit about who all's the leading scorer. And kind of a surprise for one there, but, man, what the touch that Mr. Pennington had in that first half.
Yeah, for Gulf Coast State, they were led by Forte had 9 points, Pierre Louis 6 points, German 6 points, and Matthews had 5 points. For Pensacola State College Pirates, they were led by Pennington, had 19 points in the first half. Harris had 7, Smith 7, and Valeriano had 3.
Well, Pensacola State's going to need to try to continue on, and that pressure that Gulf Coast State has a tendency to put on there, Pensacola State's going to have to be handling the ball well here in the second half to be able to control. And I know Coach Penn is probably going to want to slow things down just a little bit. Doesn't want to get into a running game with Gulf Coast State as well. Well, let's look ahead at what we have. Next Wednesday night, January 12th, Tallahassee Community College will be coming in. 5:30, the ladies will be playing. And, of course, what a game Pensacola State's women's team had tonight, winning in overtime by 1. And then the men will be playing at 7:30 against Tallahassee as well. And, of course, Tallahassee's men's team, they're going to be pretty good this year as well. They did lose to Chipola the other night, but they are sitting at 15-4 overall as their record as well. Chipola will be coming in Wednesday the 26th for both the women and the men's team. And, again, Panhandle Conference is just strong all the way top to bottom because you go through those games. And then Saturday the 29th, we got Northwest Florida State that will be coming into town. And the ladies are undefeated. The men have only lost 1. And, of course, they won their game the other night against Gulf Coast State by 12 points. So we know that they're going to be something to be reckoned with, too. Northwest Florida State having about 7 of their men's team back from last year's team, and the ladies have 8 back on their team. So going to be tough games there. We'll have 2 more nights that we'll be playing in February. On the 9th, we'll have Gulf Coast State in town, and on Wednesday, Tallahassee. Each team will only get to play them 12 times this year. So, of course, by virtue of that, you only have 2 of the teams that you'll get to play twice at home. And so we'll have that in the form of Gulf Coast and Tallahassee. But we're about ready to start the second half here, and Pensacola State leads by 3. Our score 42-39. And Gulf Coast State will have the ball first here to start the second half. Again, Forte will be at the point for Gulf Coast State. Murphy works it inside to Watson. Losing it off his foot, but Paul Smith last touched it as the ball was going out of bounds. And the Commodores will have the ball. And almost stolen away by Harris as they work it back to Forte. Work it across court. Trying to set up the screen, and that's Forte with the shot missed. Rebound's going to go to Garrett as he picks up the loose ball in the free throw line. Handling the ball, that's Trey Valeriano. Works it to Smith. Got the starting 5 back out for Pensacola as well as Gulf Coast State. That'll be Smith from the corner. He misses. Rebound's going to go to Matthews. And work the ball up the floor. That'll be Forte bringing the ball up. Now work it to Matthews in the corner for the 3. And rebound's going to go to Truth Harris. Give the ball to Smith. Smith now works it into Garrett. Garrett with the pass over to Harris, and Harris gets the nice bounce and roll for the 3, and big basket there for Pensacola as the lead is up to 6 now as they score the first points of the second half. With the shot from outside, and Matching that shot was Wilson with the 3 of his own. So the lead back down to 3. Valeriano brings the ball up the floor. He's being guarded by Kyle Murphy. Long range 3 by Pennington. That's off the mark. Garrett tried to rebound, but picked up by Gulf Coast. Nice block by Smith. In the corner, that's going to be Garrett with the 3. That's off the mark. Rebound once again goes to Gulf Coast. Pensacola only getting 1 shot. It's going to be Murphy with the 3, and he nails it. And that's going to tie things up at 45 with 17:30 left in our ball game. Truth Harris bringing the ball up the floor. He's being guarded by Forte. Double team now. Garrett with the ball at the top of the key. Works it into Smith. They're going to have a foul called. Looks like that's going to go on Murphy. That'll be his first personal foul. That'll be the first team foul for Gulf Coast. And we'll have a substitution. That will be Pierre Luis that will be coming in for Murphy. Harris with the drive, and he's going to be fouled underneath. Foul's going to go on number 11, Trayshawn Wilson. That'll be the second team foul, first personal foul on Wilson. And that's going to put Truth Harris at the line to shoot 2. In and out on the first one, but Harris will have a second one. Trying to break this tie at 45. And Harris makes it, so gives the lead back to the Pirates. Forte at the point, gives it up to Luis. Now they're working inside. Wide open inside. That was number 12, Taurus Watson. They can't let him have it that easy. And a lot of pressure by Gulf Coast. Works it across court. It's going to be knocked away by Wilson, but the ball will go back to the Pirates. Ball thrown in to Smith. He gives it back up to Valeriano. A lot of pressure by Gulf Coast as they lead by 1. Garrett trying to move in. He's double teamed, passes it over to Pennington, now into Smith. Smith backs his way in. Little floating shot, and nice shot by Smith. Good touch. Work it into German. German with the draw. Backs his way in against Garrett. Shot up and in by German. Pennington with the ball, inbounded. And nice steal by Gulf Coast. They miss it. And nobody underneath the rebound is the... Going to have a timeout called by Pensacola as the lead is now 3 for Gulf Coast. 51-48. We're going to take a break right here with 15:51 left in our ball game. This is the Pensacola State College Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, we're back at the Hartselle Arena. 15:51 left in our ball game. Pirates went from a 3-point lead at halftime to now they trail by 3. As Gulf Coast State has put 12 points on the board, and that ball's thrown away, and the Commodores steal on that one. Now the ball knocked away by the Pirates, and Scola picks the ball back up. That'll be Gainey that'll be out at the point. Have Miller on the right wing, works it into Paul Smith. Smith looks inside to Garrett, but unable to handle the ball. So the ball will turn back over to the Commodores. Justin Moore will come into the lineup. They'll give Zondrick Garrett a breather. It'll be Forte handling the ball out at the point. Pierre Luis with it. Now they give it over to Pagel. Underneath. Matthews is going to be fouled by Justin Moore. Matthews will go to the line to shoot 2. First one's up and in for Matthews. Now a 4-point lead for Gulf Coast. And that one's in as well. Pirates inbounding. A lot of pressure by the Commodores. Stolen away by Forte. And Pennington was, all he could do was foul as Pennington trying to work the ball up the floor at his pocket pick there, and Forte lays it up and picks up the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. He makes the first one. That one's off the mark. Rebound goes to Miller. Gainey handles the ball out front. Gives the ball to Smith. Smith spin move, and he loses. He bounces it off his foot. Commodores bring the ball up the floor. Forte with the ball. Pensacola needs a defensive stand here as they trail by 6. Pierre Luis with the ball. Down to 7 on the shot clock. They're going to have to put it up. And they're going to call goaltending on Moore. Re-entering the game will be Trayshawn Wilson and Simeon German for Gulf Coast. Bringing the ball up the floor, that'll be Jarvell Gainey. Works it across court to Miller. Miller's going to shoot the 3, and he hits it. Five-point lead with 13:38 left in our ball game for the Commodores. Ball knocked away, picked up by Smith. He gives it to Miller. Now up to Moore. Moore drives in, and Nice basket inside for the two, and lead cut to 3 now. Work it about back over to Luis. Now inside to Matthews. Thrown back out front. Matthews backs his way in, up underneath, and makes the basket. Inbound to Gainey. Pierre Luis with the defense on Gainey. Cross half court line, now trying to work it down inside. Double teamed underneath. They work it inside to Smith. Now cross court. Moore with a drive and puts it up, and they're going to call the foul on German. Going to send Moore to the line. It's going to be German's first foul. Moore misses the first free throw. Going to give Smith a breather. Brings in Sturkey. And so Moore hits the second one. Lead now 4. We have 12:20 left in our ball game. Work it over to Luis now into the corner. Shot is up and off the mark. Rebound is going to go to Moore. Brings the ball up the floor. Now back to Gainey. Gainey out beyond the circle. Works it on the wing now to Pennington. Works it into the corner to Miller. Miller on the drive. Now it's out to Moore. Down to 10 on the shot clock. And they don't get a shot off on that one. So we're going to have a timeout called on the floor with 11:50 left in our ball game. Our score, Gulf Coast State 58, Pensacola 54. We'll break for a moment. It's the Pensacola State College Sports Network.
Are you ready for the sports season? The licensed clinical experts at Select Physical Therapy are. Don't let aches, pains, or an injury keep you from watching your favorite team compete or participating in your favorite activities. Trust our physical therapists to help you feel better, faster, and to get you back to the things you love. With many convenient locations throughout the community, Select is here to help you heal. To schedule an appointment today, go to selectphysicaltherapy.com. Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
All right, we're back at the Hearts of Lorena. We'd like to remind you our sponsors for this year include Amy Harvey, State Farm Insurance, Lowry Roofing, Upward Bound Property Maintenance, Thomas Homes Corporation. I'd like to thank you for joining us tonight and watching us on the Pensacola State College Sports Network. Gulf Coast State with the ball, working it up the floor. Have 11:45 left in our ball game. They work it down in the corner to Matthews. Now back out around the top of the key. Now work it inside to German. Pushes his way in. And they're going to call a blocking foul. It's going to be called on Sturkey. Shot up and in for German. Leads back to 6 now with 11:30 left. Pensacola has the ball, trying to work it down. A lot of pressure once again by Gulf Coast State. Justin Moore handling the ball in the backcourt. Gets it across the timeline. Now Gainey will be handling. He's being guarded by Luis. Justin Moore handling the ball now, works it across. He's picked up by German, drives in, now passes across. Long range three, way off the mark by Miller. Gulf Coast State with the ball. We got Forte back in the game. He'll be back out at the point. Pass it in the corner to Luis. Now around to Matthews. Forte on the drive. He puts it up on the glass, misses. And rebound by Sturkey. He gives the ball up to Gainey. Gainey brings the ball up the floor. Crossover to Miller. Now it's Moore. And Moore misses as he's blocked off by German. Forte takes it in. Matthews with a three, and he hits it. Lead is 9 by Gulf Coast. That's the largest lead of the game for the Commodores. Miller passes it inside to Sturkey. Sturkey up with it. He misses. And they're going to call a loose ball foul on Sturkey underneath. It'll be the 4th team foul and the 3rd individual foul on Sturkey, as the Commodores will have the ball back, and we're halfway through this second half. Luis with the ball, back over to Forte. Wide open again at the top of the key, but missing that time was Watson. Seems to find his way open there at the free throw line. That's Pennington. Works it into Smith. Smith backs his way in, spin move, and knocked away from Smith. And Gulf Coast holding the ball up, slowing it down a little bit as they get their players back in line. Pierre Luis with the ball on the left wing. He's being guarded by Moore, down to 5 on the shot clock, really running the clock off. Forte with a little flip shot, and he makes it. And the lead is now 11 for the Commodores. Totally turned around from the beginning of the ball game. Moore with the ball, trying to work on it. Forte trying to steal from him. Pass underneath to Smith, and easy basket by Smith. And we're going to have a timeout called by Pensacola with 8:47 left. The lead is 9 for Gulf Coast State, 65-56. We'll take a break right here. We're on the Pensacola State College Sports Network. This is Steve Jackson with Donnie Luker. We'll be right back. All right, we're back at the Hartselle Arena, and a reminder, here in the Hartselle Arena, we'll be back on Wednesday the 12th. Tallahassee Community College will be in town next week, so be sure to join us for that broadcast as well. We'll be on the air about 5:25 in the evening. Forte brings the ball up the floor for Gulf Coast. They lead by 9 with 8:30 left in the ball game. Handling the ball, that's Matthews. Works it over now to Murphy. Long range three and hitting it once again, and that's 2 in a row. Nailed by Kyle Murphy. Lead is back to 11 now. That's Truth Harris is back in. Saved by Pennington. Jarvell Gainey with a shot. That's off the mark. Rebound goes to Matthews. Now they work it quickly up the floor, but Forte smartly backs that one back out. Trying to put a little bit of pressure on him. Now he takes it in, lays it up on the glass, and an easy basket for Forte. Pensacola has the ball. That'll be Gainey bringing the ball up the floor. He's being guarded by Watson. Gainey with a spin move, takes it over to the left wing, works it into Smith, and Smith is going to be fouled. Looks like that's going to be Torres that's going to pick up the foul. No, actually, they gave that one on Kyle Murphy is called with that foul. Smith will go to the line to shoot 2, trying to shoot and get the team back into it as they trail by 14. Must have recorrected the score over there. Actually, now it's 13. I was going to say they keep changing the score, but it is now 13 as the lead. I think they gave a 3 on that one just a minute ago. And Smith hits it, brings the lead back to 12 now. Zondrick Garrett will re-enter the ball game with 7:19 left. Double-digit lead by Gulf Coast. Pensacola's going to have a few defensive stops here to get back in the game. Murphy's hit a couple of threes the last couple of times down the floor. Forte handling the ball, looking to drive in, passes across court to Matthews. Matthews with a little side jumper, misses. Rebound's going to go to Harris. Harris trying to work the ball up the court quickly. Spin move around. Now he's back with the ball. Brings it across. He's going to take the 3 off the mark. Rebound's going to go to Torres. Now Gulf Coast with the ball back. That's going to be Forte passing it out to Murphy. Murphy with it in the lane. Almost knocked away by the Pirates. Forte takes it in, but he loses the ball, and Pirates will have it back up the floor. That'll be Harris. Garrett's going to shoot the 3 from way out, missing. We're down to 6 minutes left in our ball game now. Handling the ball, that's Matthews. Passing inside to Murphy, and Murphy makes the layup inside. Lead back to 14, and they're going to call a foul on Matthews. Good pressure underneath as they come out of the timeout here with 5:53 left. Pensacola will have the ball. Our score, Gulf Coast State 72, Pensacola 58. We'll be back in just a moment on the Pensacola State College Sports Network. All right, we're back at the Hartselle Arena. A 14-point lead for Gulf Coast State. And what a turnaround we've had in the last 3 or 4 minutes as Gulf Coast State has hit a couple of threes, made a couple of layups, and they find themselves leading by 14 here with under 6 minutes left in our ball game. Pensacola State will have the inbounds pass. And the ball will go into Harris. Harris will work the ball up the floor. Double team. Garrett is wide open there at the top of the key if they could get it to him. Now tried to work it inside and throws it away, and Forte is going to take it down, but nice block by Garrett. Didn't let him have the easy slam dunk on that one. Garrett with the ball. Spin move, double teamed underneath, and nice pass into Gainey. We'll give the assist there to Garrett on that one. Gainey with the basket. Lead is down to 12 now. Gulf Coast State with the ball. That'll be Pierre Luis outside. They work it into Matthews. He's going to have an easy lay-in. Handling the ball, that will be Harris bringing it up the floor. He looks to drive. They're going to have a reaching foul called. Foul is going to go on number 15, Forte. It's going to be the 6th team foul on Gulf Coast. Cross court over to Miller. Miller takes it in, now passes to Garrett. Garrett spin move on the glass, misses. German's going to come down with the rebound. 4:25 left in our ball game. 14-point lead for the Commodores. Work the ball inside to Matthews. Matthews backs his way in and up over Pennington for the basket. Gainey brings the ball up the floor. He's being guarded by Pagel. We're under 4 minutes left in our ball game. Garrett spin move, works it around. Now in the corner to Gainey. Gainey now gives it to Harris for the three, and he hits it. Down to 3:35 left in our game now. Still a 13-point lead for Gulf Coast. They work it down to Matthews. Working it inside. Matthews takes it in, but he's going to be fouled by Harris. So he'll go to the line to shoot two. It's the 5th team foul on Pensacola. Will be the 2nd personal foul on Truth Harris. Shot missed by Matthews. He'll have one more. Have Paul Smith returning for Garrett. That shot off the mark. Rebound's going to go to Miller. Miller looks to drive, takes it in, thrown away, picked up on the loose ball by Pierre Luis. He takes it down. Now passes out to Forte, who slows it down as we go down under 3 minutes. Gulf Coast taking the air out. And they're going to get a layup and go to the line to shoot one. Miller picks up the foul. Pagel will go to the line to shoot one, trying to get the and one. And he hits it. Back in the game will be Wilson for the Commodores. We have 2:51 left in our ball game. Got a 16-point lead for the Commodores. Pirates with the ball. Handling, that'll be Pennington. He gives it up to Gainey. Gainey will bring it across the half-court line. Looks to drive. Now passes in corner to Miller for the three. Off the mark. Rebound's going to go to the Commodores. Pierre Luis will bring the ball up the floor as they slow it down. Now working around, that's Matthews. Now passes it up to Forte. Forte with a spin move. Takes it up and in, misses. Rebound's going to go to Miller. Harris with the ball, brings it up the floor. Takes it all the way down. Up and in for the basket. We're now under 2 minutes left in our ball game. Lead is still 14 for Gulf Coast. Out front, that's Matthews with the ball. He's being guarded by Miller. Passes it back out to Wilson. They let the shot clock down to 4. Now they're going to fire it up, and rebound's going to go to Pensacola. Up the floor, that'll be Harris bringing the ball. Now to Gainey. Gainey with the three. He misses. German will pull down the rebound. So Pierre Luis will work the ball across the half court. He's guarded by Harris. We're fixing to go under a minute left in our ball game. Now it'll be Matthews with the ball. Just running the clock on down. 5 on the shot clock. And stolen away by Pennington. Brings the ball back up. Gainey with the shot is up and made. Down to 38 seconds, 12-point lead. It's working with the ball. That's Forte. He's being guarded by Pennington. Gulf Coast State looks to pick up their first victory of Panhandle Conference now, as that pass was up and in. Pierre Luis with the and we're having a little altercation here with German and Smith, so they're trying to break that up real quick like. Only 14 seconds left. Score is 81-67 as they try to settle things down again. Miller will inbound. He gives it up to Smith. Now across to Harris. Harris will take the ball in, shoots it up. And he's going to be fouled and will go to the line as Matthews fouls him. It's going to put Harris at the line to shoot 2. Shot up by Harris is made. Shot is off the mark. picked up by Gulf Coast, and that's going to do it for our ball game. Final score, Gulf Coast State Commodores 81, Pensacola State Pirates 68. We'll be back in just a moment with our wrap-up show. This is the Pensacola State College Sports Network. I'm Steve Jackson with Donnie Luker, and we'll be back in just a moment.
If we're being honest, our finances, our money, they're near and dear to our heart because we're talking about our financial security for our family, our financial security for our children, our financial security for our future. So why in the world would you not want to deal with somebody who's local, somebody who does know your name, somebody who's professional, and somebody who has your best interest at heart? At Central, they truly care. And so I just appreciate that.
Are you ready for the sports season? The licensed clinical experts at Select Physical Therapy are. Don't let aches, pains, or an injury keep you from watching your favorite team compete or participating in your favorite activities. Trust our physical therapist to help you feel better, faster, and to get you back to the things you love. With many convenient locations throughout the community, Select is here to help you heal. To schedule an appointment today, go to selectphysicaltherapy.com. Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
All right, we're back at the Hartselle Arena with our wrap-up. Pensacola State College will go down to defeat in their first Panhandle Conference game of the season. Of course, we always like to win those home games, but Gulf Coast State had a lot of pressure tonight at the right time. They kicked it into high gear and ended up coming out with a victory, 81-68. Donnie, let's go over those statistics and let everybody know who the top scorers were for both teams.
For Gulf Coast State, Forte had 16. Matthews had 15. Murphy had 11, and German had 10. For the Pensacola State College Pirates, they were led by Pennington, had 19. Harris had 17. Smith had 13, and Miller had 5.
Well, that pretty much spells it out. Pennington, who had the hot hand in that first half, and, of course, Pensacola had a 3-point lead at halftime, but was unable to keep it going during that second half. And of course, Chase Forte, who's been that point guard this year, has really done a great job coming in here and leading this team and pretty much put the team on his shoulders and controlled. Had a lot of assists tonight as well, even with the scoring all around for their team. But we'd like to invite you back to watch the game this coming Wednesday, January 12th. We'll be back on the air. Tallahassee Community College will be in town for a 5:30 game for the ladies, 7:30 for the men, and we look forward to having you back here with us. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks once again for joining us here on the Pensacola State College Sports Network. I'm Steve Jackson with Donnie Luker. We'll see you next week.